We're out here on Tennyson, one of my favorite streets in the entire Denver area, about to walk into Lucy's Burger Bar. I think that these guys make some of the best burgers in Denver. When they opened up a little while back, they were in Denver Post, Westword, Eaters, selling out every single night, and we're gonna go inside and see how these burgers are made.
I'm Michelle. I'm the owner of Lucy's Burger Bar on Tennyson in the Berkeley area of the Highlands.
And you're from Minneapolis?
Yeah.
So that's the inspiration for opening up a Juicy Lucy themed restaurant?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a Juicy Lucy, for anybody that doesn't know, is a cheese stuffed burger. I'd say it's like a lava burger. Invented in Minneapolis in the 50s.
Okay, should we get into food making? Do you mind if we go back and see the kitchen?
Let me give you a tour. Our beef is outstanding. It's a 78-22 Angus chuck, and we actually have an exclusivity contract that it's like a custom grind that's made just for us. Some people get it as a lettuce wrap.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
we'll do one of those as well.
Yeah. Whatever is like the most porn-worthy burger, you guys can
And then
stack it up. make
egg
it look
bacon,
tall.
lettuce.
So someone can go crazy
Yeah.
and just combine every item on the menu and do like a Frankenburger.
Yeah. If we can do it, if there's a request and we can do it, we will. I used to actually come here for breakfast. It was a breakfast diner. A woman named Kyle owned it. It's called Kyle's Kitchen, and she was very inspiring to me, and it just seemed like a dream come true and a totally natural fit.
What goes into the process of cooking one of these burgers?
Well, we definitely want to make sure that the cheese melts all the way through, never less than 12 minutes total. So cook it on one side, we season it on one side only. It really only needs that.
The first Juicy Lucy I'd ever had in my life was actually here.
Oh, awesome.
And I had heard the legend of it. I'd seen it on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And I was like, this is something that I have to have. But I was able to do it here at home instead of going all the way to Minnesota just to try out one of these burgers.
Yeah.
Is there a Minneapolis, like, traditionalist in you?
I think a lot of people just like to come in, sit down, get a Juicy Lucy with cooked onions.
Yep.
And, you know,
Because
that's really the goal.
and that's more of a taste of home, right?
I think
Where-
so, yeah, definitely. And then, I mean, these burgers are nostalgic to begin with. You know, there's just, I just feel like they taste like a burger when you were a kid.
If you've never had one, this is the way to go. Just get your pickles and your grilled onions. Burger goes right on top.
So should we put this one in front of me?
Yeah, sure. Just so I'm not eating too.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Oh man, this is the hooked up Juicy Lucy. We got onions, pickles, egg. This thing looks beautiful. So, Mish, tell us a little bit about like, how do we eat these things?
Well, it comes with instructions.
Yeah.
So you want to definitely follow the instructions. That's going to be important.
Yep. When I've told friends to come here, I tell them like actually pay attention. Like pay attention to the instructions.
good
'cause I feel
advice.
like a lot of people just dive in. Right?
It is good advice,
Yeah.
yes. And we try to remind people like they're funny, but they're serious. Posture's important, so you want to kind of pitch forward, lips back, teeth out,
Yep.
and just start with a little nibble off the side.
Yep, because the cheese comes out. The cheese is hot, right, inside. So whenever I come here, I'm actually reminded of an episode of Full House where Uncle Jesse had a pervy cousin named Stavros. And he looked at Uncle Becky and he said, "The cheese is hot." And he was just perving it out with her. And so I always think like the cheese is hot, you know? It's like, it's literally hot.
Told you we'd take you back to childhood.
Yeah. Maybe we'll toast these burgers.
Okay, let's do it.
A little
Let's do
burger
it.
toast. You're never gonna forget your first Juicy Lucy, right? Like you're gonna remember like the feeling of the heat on your hands. Oh, true. Probably got all over your face because you probably weren't paying attention or you didn't follow the instructions like you were supposed to.
It's possible, it happens.
Let's get this nice sound bite real quick. Real talk. I tell everybody that this is one of the best burgers in Denver. I would put this burger up with any other burger. Have you had Minnesota locals come in and give you their reviews of the Juicy Lucy?
Absolutely. Yeah. Those are the ones that, you know, I mean, I like to hear what everybody has to say, but when people, you know, moved here and used to go to Matt's all the time and they just like want a little piece of home and we're able to give that to them, it's very satisfying.
Oh yeah, sure. That's like the ultimate test, right? It's
Absolutely,
like you
yeah.
open a New York pizza place and then the person from New York is giving you like all sorts of critiques or they say that they love it. You know, it's like what makes you feel better than that?
We get really positive reviews, especially from Minnesotans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we do a fried dump?
You don't?
I can do it too. I've worked in a lot of restaurants in my life, but I've never actually done this French fry basket before, so I'm pretty pumped about this. Put these in. Maybe I'll put in 2. Then we just drop it in. Oh my God, that is very satisfying. Mish, what kind of oil are we cooking this in?
Canola oil.
Oh yeah.
And you can kind of go like that to kind of get the
oil out.
Shake it a little bit.
And then take them out. They look freaking beautiful hanging up here. Give it this real satisfying hit here. Get some of the oil out. Got this bowl. Third arm right there.
A lot of places that try to do a lot, and I feel like it, you know, can end up feeling more stressful trying to make so many things happen. So our whole vibe is just like trying to keep it simple so that people can relax.
Yeah.
And have a little respite from the crazy world out there.
Yeah, and speaking of that, like the first time that I actually came to this place, I had totaled my car about 20 minutes before I got here. I was stressed AF when I came here, and it was so relaxed. Everybody was super friendly, just got to like come, sit down, not think about the fact that I wrecked my car that I'd had for like the last 15 years.
Whoever comes in here is gonna be greeted, respected, you know, attended to, and you know, that's really credit goes to my staff. Yeah. I mean, we're so lucky. We have such awesome people working here.
What's the difference between a Juicy Lucy and a straight up cheeseburger for all the haters?
I feel like a Juicy Lucy is more like a verb than a noun, and like a cheeseburger is a noun. Yep. You know what I mean? It's an action burger. It's a wild ride. So I mean, you got to try one to really experience it. Yeah. But you know, if you know, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's totally true. I'm getting, there's a little bug in my ear telling me that.
A vegan burger. Sorry.
Oh, there is a vegan burger.
Yes. So we do have a black bean vegan burger.
Okay.
And we won Best Grilled Cheese in Denver by Attendees Choice. We got on the 5280 magazine, named us one of the top 25 restaurants in Denver this year. Oh, an article just came out 2 days ago on 303 magazine about the 10 best bar bathrooms in Denver, and we got on that, so that's really fun. Yeah. Monday through Friday from 8 to 11 a.m. you can now get a breakfast sandwich. I always just thought that I was like not a morning person. I was just malnourished.
So I have heard that I'm fired, but I'm just here for the video. Let's pretend that everything went perfectly, but I dropped like at least 50% of the fries on the floor.
We're only carrying products from companies that are either woman-owned, POC-owned, or give back in some way. So to animals, to the environment, mental health. So what that means is every time anyone has a drink at Lucy's, you can't help but be creating positive shifts, positive economic shifts, and you know, kind of all just like, you know, voting with our dollars.
Yeah.
So
which is cool, right? So it's not like people don't have to come here and round up to the next dollar, or they don't have to like donate to something. It's like they get to come here
just by being
food.
here. Yeah, it already is creating those shifts.
Yeah.
So. Well, before I owned a restaurant, I was an aerialist, dancer, and acrobat for my profession and my career. So there's lots of pictures of like me on a trapeze with a stack of burgers, and I had, you know, I have a lot of awesome, talented, gorgeous friends that kind kind of just let me cover them in burgers and take pictures of them. And we take our burgers seriously, but not too much else. We like to have a sense of humor and have a lot of fun about stuff. And that's just kind of part of the fun of getting to, have our own place, have our own style.
Sometimes it just takes someone with a different background to end up with like a sexy bathroom and a restaurant that is a little different, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys are part bar, part burger place. You're open until 11 p.m.
We've got a whole bunch more things coming out too. So, if anybody wants to stay current with us, you can follow us on IG at Lucy's Burger Bar. And then Facebook is Lucy's Burger Bar, and our website's www.lucysburgerbar.com. So we always post all the updates and new awards and events as they occur.